So it's no secret that DC hasn't exactly done the greatest job with the Batman character as of late. We had the Christopher Nolan movies, and those are great. The third one's not great, but it's still pretty good. But then we got Batman and Batman v Superman, and obviously very divisive. I personally didn't think it was a very good movie. I also didn't really like the how they portrayed the character of Batman. I actually liked Ben Affleck in the role, and I would have been interested to see just how he would have done his movie, because he was even gonna direct it at one point. But I would have liked to seen a solo Ben Affleck Batman movie, and Ben Affleck directed Batman movie. But obviously we're not gonna get that. But then we saw him in Batman v Superman, where clearly, that movie was, sorry, not Batman v Superman, Justice League, where clearly that movie was just a mess. Ben Affleck just looked like he did not want to be there. um, and yeah, so as of late, DC hasn't done a great job with the Batman character in movies. But anyways, this brings us now to, we are now in 2019, right? And the DCEU overall just kind of fell flat on its face with Justice League. And, DC just, they laid low for a while, and they put out Aquaman, which, hey, I didn't think was a great movie, but it was pretty fun. It didn't take itself too seriously. And it made $1 billion, right? And then you get Shazam, which it didn't make a ton of money, but I want to say it was around $600 million. I want to say that it ended up at, but it was pretty critically well regarded. And now we have Joker, right? Which is divisive movie, very controversial. But generally the consensus is, even if you think it's too violent or whatever, that it's still a pretty well made movie. And it's pretty cool that DC decided to just make a movie outside of their cinematic universe. So all that with all that background, now we're here with Matt Reeves' Batman movie, which I think we have a lot of reason to be really excited about. So first of all, Matt Reeves, he directed the Planet of the Apes trilogy. I believe he directed all three of them. Could be wrong about that, but I know he for sure directed the first two. He's a fantastic director, and what this guy is really good at is taking these like sci-fi fantasy type movies and turning them into really compelling films. Like, if you looked at the Planet of the Apes franchise before Rise came out, nobody would have ever expected to go into a Planet of the Apes movie and be super compelled and really get attached to the characters, and really, really nobody expected it to have incredible performances from the motion capture technology, and obviously Andy Serkis, right? He does a good job of taking these crazy type of movies and churning out just really compelling films with them. So obviously getting this guy to do Batman, just that alone is going to excite me. But I think we need to look at also, like I mentioned before, Warner Brothers' new kind of strategy with making these movies, where I suspect that I don't think this movie's going to be in the DCEU. I think it's kind of going to be its own thing, which I think is kind of cool, because it's not going to have any of the baggage. I think they're just going to let Matt Reeves do his own thing and make his own universe. And I think that's great, because I think a lot, I don't want to say that, I don't want to say that that this is the reason why the DCEU failed, because they had to cram everything in a cinematic universe. But at the end of the day, I think that had to have been part of it, right? I don't know. Maybe not, because at the end of the day, I think they kind of still gave Zack Snyder a lot of creative freedom to just kind of do his own thing. And honestly, that also may have played a large part of it. But Either way, I still kind of trust Matt Reeves, and I think it's cool I think they're gonna let him do his own thing, which I think at the end of the day is a positive, right? When you have the right director attached, but but yeah, and like I think they're just gonna let him do his own thing, and what I'm also starting to get the sense of is that I think that when approaching this Batman movie, I think Warner Brothers is serious about it and like really want it to just be a good movie because I think we need to look at the cast, the cast that they're in, announcements that they've been announcing. So first off, they came out and announced Robert Pattinson. Now, like some people may have gone, "Hey, Robert Pattinson, the Twilight guy. They got the Twilight guy to be Batman. Like really, the Twilight guy." Blah, 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 blah. But I mean, the thing is that Robert Pattinson is pretty well regarded as being a fantastic actor. Because after the Twilight movies, he kind of laid low for a while, and he's just been doing a bunch of like smaller indie movies. And you know, I've only to be honest, I've only seen like one movie that he was in. What was it called? It was the one where he was the Rover. That's the movie that I saw, and it's a pretty good movie, and Robert Pattinson is pretty fantastic in this movie. So I'm also now that he's been announced as Batman, I've been meaning to go through his filmography. I'm really interested in seeing Lighthouse that he's in, and that's a movie that basically, from what I hear, is really weird. But him and I'm just forgetting things today. Green Goblin. Hold on a second. You know what? I'm gonna look this up like right now, right here. Without even cutting this out. What you think? What do you think this is? You think you think I care about the quality of my video? Is that what you honestly think's going on right here? Willem Dafoe. Yeah, but apparently it's apparently like a weird movie, and people like I've heard like a number of people saying like, well, I don't know if it's good, but the performances are fantastic. So apparently him and Willem Dafoe in that movie just act their little hearts out. And yeah, so I'm interested in seeing Lighthouse, that's the thing that I'm trying to get across, right? Is that like while sure Robert Pattinson, he's the Twilight guy, I think Warner Brothers are just see that no, he's a really good actor, and we just want a good actor to be Batman. And I think that's cool because honestly, like if you're Warner Brothers, you know, after with the way that the DCU has been going, and you know the fact that it's not doing too well, like a reasonable reaction to a Robert Pattinson might have been like, you know, I don't know if it's really smart to go out and get Robert Pattinson right now. You know, since we're not doing too hot, because you know a lot of people are gonna go like, oh, it's the Twilight guy. You get the Twilight guy to be Batman? Like really, bro? Because you know I would understand if maybe they had those precautions, but they went, no, Robert Pattinson's a great actor, and we just want a great actor to be Batman. And yeah, so and just look at the rest of the cast. I think after Robert Pattinson was cast, you know, then I think after him, I think there were rumors of Jeffrey Wright as Gordon, which has recently been confirmed, by the way. Jeffrey Wright, again, not a well-known actor really, but a really great one. I saw him in Westworld, and like honestly I thought Westworld was the HBO show was just kind of boring, but every time he was on screen I was like, this guy's really good. So I think, you know, he's gonna be a fantastic James Gordon. And then they cast Zoe Kravitz, who I've never seen anything that she's in, but apparently she's in a show where where she acts alongside like world-class talents, you know, like a Meryl Streep. I think she acts with her in that. And from everything I've heard is that she really does hold her own. So, like, and again, she's not really a well-known name. And then we got to, hold on, we'll look this up again. Live. The other guy, hold on. The guy that they cast as Riddler, what's his face? Paul Dano, yes. So they cast him as Riddler. And I remember I saw him in the movie Prisoners with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, and he was fantastic in that movie. Like, he would make a great Riddler. But again, it just goes to show that they're not really interested in getting like really like well-known actors. Like they really are just interested in getting great actors. And that just kind of leads me to believe that they're just interested in making a great movie here. Like I think they really just want to get the goodwill back with the fan base. So I think they're just really gonna try to make a great movie here. And not that, not that they weren't trying to make great movies before, but I think that they're a little desperate now after Justice League flopped so hard that like they don't want to lose the value of the Batman character. So I don't know. Like I think that they're really gonna try here to make this a great movie, and that excites me. So I just kind of wanted to make this video because I'm just starting to see like the dominoes fall in place. That's kind of making me go like, oh wow, like this could end up being like a really good movie. Like not just a good comic book movie, but this could just end up being a great movie. So yeah. The more time that passes, the more we hear about this Batman movie. I'm getting more and more excited. But what about you? Do you think I'm kind of off base here and I'm maybe like reading into things too much? Or like, do you think that, Warner Brothers isn't gonna let Matt Reeves? Oh my gosh, my brain is dead. But do you think that maybe Warner, do you not have confidence that they're gonna let Matt Reeves do his own thing? Do you think I'm maybe reading in too much to the casting announcements? I don't know. Do you think I'm too optimistic about this? Let me know in the comments below, and bye.